What's up, Ellie? Okay, so hopefully this gets to you, and I'll text you and make sure it does. Okay, so we're gonna talk about your routine for this week. We've got a couple different things. Okay, so we're gonna split this up into 2 days. The first two circuits that I'm gonna show you are going to be for the first day. Okay, they're workout circuits, and we're gonna do them together. The second two things I'm gonna show you are going to be for your other days. Okay, so our goal for you is to get heavier on this right hand side. Okay, to build some magnitude on this right hand side and kind of get your weight to the inside of your foot, so to shift you to the inside of that right foot, and then also to do relaxed movements, so we kind of retrain your body to activate the appropriate level, particularly this right hand side. Okay, so the way this one is going to work is so circuit one. Hold on, I just gotta look at my notes here. All right, so circuit one, we've got three things. We're going to start with a hold on, I just want to make sure this is right. Fencer. Okay, so we're going to do this from a seated position here. So you're going to take a yoga block. And I'm going to give you two options for this. This can either be done in a seated position, which is probably easier for continuity's sake, or from a quadruped position, or from a laying on your side. So I'll show you both. With this one, basically our goal is to get your right foot on the ground. So it probably helps if you see my right foot. So I'm going to turn my feet out a little bit. Okay, I'm going to push my knee out of the block. I'm going to get the inside of this right foot on the ground. Okay, and I'm just holding here. And what I want to do is just feel the inside of this right foot. Okay, you can bring this foot in, and I could kind of just turn away from this side a little bit. That'll help me, maybe. And or I can go like this. Okay, whichever position allows you to feel that right foot better is kind of what we're looking for. But it's the inside of the right foot. You'll feel your outer hip and inner thigh working. You know the deal by now. You kind of know how this works. So we're going to start there. Okay, so that's going to be thing one. All right, thing two, thing 1.5. If it helps you, and I'm doing this on my left side so you can see what I'm doing, but you can also do this. In this scenario, I would want to get the inside of my foot on the wall, and then I would want to get the outside of my knee in the ground. Okay, so you could also play around with something like this, all right, if necessary to feel that, okay? From there, we're going to do a wall fencer hold. So the wall fencer hold basically is I'm going to take this leg. First of all, I want to lean into the wall a little bit. So the wall is supporting me. Then I'm going to take, so it's and feet are not level. Like this is behind me some because this is pushing me into the wall. Okay, so I get that, and then I just bend my knee a little bit. Okay, and I'm just holding here. So I can feel the outside of my hip in the wall, and then I'm just trying to get the inside of my foot here, okay? And then from there, we're just doing maybe these little up and downs, or we just hold. So you hold for like, let's say 30 seconds, and then we just go up and down about 8 to 10 times. Again, just trying to get that going, your inner thigh. Okay, so from there, we're going to sit down in a chair. We're going to use a chair. And we're gonna place your left hand on a block like this. We'll place your right hand on a wall, and I just want you to get nice and tall as you can. Just holding in this position and breathing. Okay, you would do 8 breaths there. All right, and our last exercise is just a feet elevated arm bar. Okay, so I use 10 pounds. You might use a lighter weight. Like this should not feel hard. It should feel doable for, let's say, maybe 10 to 15 reps. So I'm going to be in this position. I'm going to get heavy through my right waist, the inside of my right foot. I'm going to open up my hand like this. I'm going to breathe in. I'm going to exhale. And I just want to be heavy on this right-hand side. And imagine you're kind of almost pushing yourself from the left to the right. You could stay on your right-hand side. You could also do that. So we inhale here, exhale here. Now, one change that I want to make, or one addition that I want to make to this exercise, this first thing that we were doing, and I'll note this in the notes because my AI will. You're going to do this on the left side first. So I'm doing this on the right, but I'm going to do it on the left first. When I do it on the left, I want to move myself to the right-hand side. So watch me do this. I'm going to move, actually, we'll do it this way. I'm going to go like that. Okay, I want to focus on sort of pushing myself to the right with my left foot and then holding myself on the right and then just getting heavy here. Okay, that's important. So look at what I do. It's kind of the same thing as when I get against the wall. We can make this one thing, actually. I don't have to turn around, but I can go like that because you want to shift over this side. So I'm going to go here like that. So that should, before you worry about this side, this will make you heavier on the right. Okay, and then I'm capturing the right, holding on to the right, and I'm just breathing here. So I go here, and then boom, there, and just breathing and holding. I can reach with my left arm. Actually, let me say I reach with my right arm. And I hold here. So I'm going to the left with my pelvis and just reaching right. Just kind of stop me with my arm here. And I'm just holding. Okay, so that's your exercise 1. All right, so that's circuit 1. All right, now circuit 2. So we've got a push-up hold on a wall. So you're going to take your yoga block once again. You're going to come into a push-up on the wall like this. Okay, and the big thing is you can feel expansion coming into your chest. Okay, so I'm holding here. My eyes are forward. I'm just breathing. Okay, and that's pretty much it. You would hold there for up to 60 seconds. Okay, next exercise, again, wall fencer. The only difference this time is that I'm going this way, and rather than going up and down, because I already did that, I'm just bringing my knee forward some and coming back. Should make sure that your toes are not curling in either activity, but particularly this one. If you do, weight's on the inside of the foot, so I go forward. You'll start to pick up some inner thigh and shin activity. That's what we're looking for. Last exercise here is a TRX squat to a box. And again, the way this one is going to work is I got the box here. I'm going to find my position. I'm going to probably, most likely, I'm going to turn this, in fact, most definitely, I'm going to turn this right foot out, a little bit heavier in this right foot. Again, I'm going to hold in the middle for about knees over my third toe, weights in the inside of this foot for around 30 seconds, and then I'm going to slowly just squat up and down to the box, pause in the box, come off of the box. I'm going to do that 10 times. All right, so we've got 3 sets of each activity, and that's your workout circuit. Now, your second day circuit, and again, this is pretty simple, but what I want you to do in both cases, we're going to sit down in a chair. Okay, we're going to, for your upper body, we're going to do it a little bit differently than your lower body. So the upper body, I'm going to sit in a chair. I'm going to bring the chair close to a wall. What I want to do is, and I'm just going to do about 10 of these at a time, these should all feel very effortless and not hard. Okay, like this is these should be very, very simple, and it should feel like you could probably do more because they're all going to be slow and easy and lazy. I'm going to start with my chin down here. I'm going to breathe in. I'm just going to slowly bring my chin to the ceiling. Come back down, breathe in. When I get to the top, I'm going to breathe in again. Exhale as I come down. So basically you're breathing in while you're pausing at the bottom and the top. And then just slowly going up. So that would be 1. That would be 2. All right, thing 2 would be just reaching your arm out, getting nice and tall on the wall, breathing in, and then just exhaling and rotating. I'm looking this way just so you can see me, but I'm not normally doing that. Okay, and we just do 10 on each side. So I've got the neck knot thing. I've got that. 3 sets of those. That's your upper body. That's your upper body. Lower body. All right. So lower body. We're going to start with just your ankle. So very, very small. We're just going to go like this. Hold on. You probably need to see that. I'm going to breathe in, flex my foot up. Exhale and just flex my foot down. So I can kind of straighten it out so I can get a full range. Inhale here. Exhale here. And again, I'm moving real slow. All right, I would just do 15 reps. All right, then all we're going to do is we're going to swivel your knee in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Final thing, we straighten your leg out here. Turn the leg in, inhale. Turn the leg out, exhale. Again, these should feel simple, lazy, small. So I would do 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps for each of those. Okay, relaxed, do the other side as well. Probably do all the ones on one side and then do all the ones on one side for do 1 set of everything, 1 set of everything, set 2, set 2, set 3, set 3. All right, so again, you're gonna perform those 2 things back to back as your circuits every other day, the mobility things, and then you're gonna do the workout that I described earlier every other day. So it would be like workout, with the 2 strength circuits and then relaxed movement 2 circuits. We're just going to do those back to back and we'll see how you look in a week. Thanks, man.